Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead Dead City. This one's going to be doing another news video. This one's a massive piece of news that has just recently come out for Dead City. The rumors appear to be true, guys. The rumors appear to be exactly correct, which is that Eli Journay is not going to be showrunning The Walking Dead Dead City after Season 2. It sounds like we are getting a new showrunner altogether. Man, that's nerve-wracking. It's exciting. It's a bit of both. I mean, that's a just 50-50 we'll see type of situation, is it not? Because, I mean, you know, here's the thing, right? We know this for a good while. We've known about this. Eli Journay apparently has not been advertised for Dead City for a simple reason. He's joining the writing team for Severance, the TV show Severance. And because of that, it sounds like he's not going to be showrunning Dead City anymore. Now, Eli Journay wrote the first 2 seasons. And obviously the show is going past that because we already know that they have plans to film Season 3 of Dead City later this year, probably this summer, I would assume. So they're already, you know, getting somebody in his place. They're already getting somebody new, and they have chosen Seth Hoffman, which Seth Hoffman, I looked at some of his work. It sounds like he has written things like House. He's written things like Prison Break. He has written things kind of here and there on The Walking Dead. Apparently he has been involved in writing for some of the original Walking Dead back in the day. However, he never fully wrote an episode on his own, it sounds like. He was just part of a writing team on some of the Walking Dead episodes, like Crossed, like JSS, like some of those type episodes like that. So he's been involved. He's been involved in Us for 15 of The Walking Dead and a good bunch of other episodes here and there. So he's been around, you know, he's been around the block a few times, you know, and I think in terms of, you know, his experience, I mean, I haven't watched too much of Prison Break. I didn't get too far in that show, but I will say the show does have good writing, you know what I mean? I don't know how much of that is involved with him specifically, but I think, you know, Prison Break has some good writing here and there, and I will admit that, you know, I've never seen House before, but I've heard good things, and at first I thought it was House of the Dragon, but then I'm like, okay, just House, you know? Yeah, and then obviously Walking Dead episodes, he's written a few of them as well, too. So, you know, I mean, really the question is here, and the big question that we all have is, I mean, is this going to be a good or a bad thing for Dead City? Well, I mean, I guess technically it's always a bad thing when the showrunner of a series created by that showrunner leaves, because unfortunately the vision very likely is going to die at that point. The vision and the idea of where the show is supposed to go will not, you know, go through.
So you just like pissing me off, don't you?
Yeah.
Which I must admit, Walking Dead has a very, very bad track record of losing showrunners. This is not the only time this has happened. The Walking Dead main series is a mess for this. You have Frank Darabont for the first season and a half, and then Glenn Mazzara took over from 2B all the way to the end of Season 3. And then from the beginning of Season 4 to the end of Season 8, we had Scott Gimple, the show ran. And then from Season 9 to Season 11, we had Angela Kang, you know what I mean? And then all these new showrunners for all these new shows. Gimple show ran The Ones Who Live. We had, you know, David Zabel, of course, that show runs Daryl Dixon. And we have now Eli Journay that show runs the first 2 seasons of Dead City. But now Seth Hoffman is doing the show running for Season 3 of Dead City and probably beyond, right? Because we know that there is potentially 4 seasons of both of these shows, which we did a video about that this week. There's probably going to be 4 seasons of these spin-off shows, so that's at least 2 more seasons of Dead City under this guy's show running. So interesting, very interesting. Now, obviously, the reason why a lot of people kind of panic about this, and I understand this completely, Fear the Walking Dead had a showrunner for its first 3 seasons, and then they, of course, left, which was Dave Erickson. And then obviously from Dave Erickson, we had new showrunners for Fear the Walking Dead, which was Ian and Andrew, right? And Ian and Andrew, to a lot of the Walking Dead fans, are the worst Walking Dead writers of all time, which I would agree with that. They are absolute terrible, terrible writers. They don't know how to write a story whatsoever. They add convenience and plot holes everywhere and cringeworthy scenes. They do not know how to write, you know, a script. So a lot of people are wondering, Will Dead City be one of those where the show gets worse in season 3? Maybe they start doing some really terrible things. Or could it be the opposite? Could Dead City be better than ever in season 3 and maybe Seth is what we needed, right? Who knows, right? It's always a 50-50 when it comes to someone new joining a show. It's always a up in the air situation. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get received here. And that's kind of the situation we're in now, you know? I don't know this Seth guy. I don't know. He could be great. He could be terrible. Unfortunately, we'll just have to wait and see. But the one thing that I am happy about is that they're filming this season already this year, which means that obviously next year we're probably already getting Dead City. We're probably not waiting 2 years every year for Dead City. That was probably just because The Ones Who Live aired last year, and they probably didn't want to put Dead City in that spot. Not to mention they were filming, and there was the actor strikes and the, all that stuff, the writer strikes, which I'm sure set Dead City Season 2 back quite a ways. I think that's probably why we didn't see it last year and why we're only seeing it this year. But again, it's a lot of questions now. What is this Seth guy going to do with Dead City? Is Dead City going to feel nothing like it did in the first 2 seasons? For the good, for the bad, right? I mean, who knows, right? It's just a matter of, we'll see, right? But I will say this. I hope that Eli Journay's plan for Dead City, the outline that he had for the show, I hope that has been transferred over and that, this Seth guy will go about his, wishes for the show and do what Eli wants him to do, right? I hope that at least is something that they discussed, right? Because if not, who knows where this will go. I mean, we could be talking about the showrunner that's going to kill Negan, right? we could be talking about that. You never ever know, man. You never know what kind of people are going to take over, I mean, luckily, Gimple's the chief content officer. I doubt he would let anything like that happen, but at the same time, it's always a big what if. It's always just a big, we'll see, this could be good, this could be bad. It's really just a matter of, time. The only thing that I know for sure is bad about this is that Eli Journay not being there, because this is the show that he plotted out and he planned out from the beginning to end. The fact that he's not there for this is concerning, but at the same time, maybe that is even for the better. Maybe the Seth guy will come up with something that's even crazier and even better. You know what I mean? You never know. So for right now, I just say congrats to Seth for getting the position. I am thankful for Eli Journay. I really am, because I know not everybody likes Dead City, but I very much enjoyed Dead City. I like what Eli did with Dead City, and I think that he, in general, created a really unique script and a really unique story that I think has been really good so far, and I think Season 2 will be really great. My question is, what's the vibe of the show going to be when Season 3 comes on our TV screens next year, right? That's the thing I'm curious about. So, I wish Eli Journay all the success. I really do. And I hope that Seth is successful as well, too, in his work on this show. And we're probably at least getting 2 more seasons of Dead City after Season 2, which are going to be showran, I'm assuming, under this Seth guy. So I'm hoping it's good, man. I really am. I'm pulling for it. I really am. Because as you guys know, Dead City is my favorite Walking Dead spinoff so far. So I'm hoping that this is good. I am hoping that this is good. I'm hoping it's well executed. And I'm hoping that it doesn't ruin the magic of Dead City up to this point. So let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below, guys. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe and to miss any other videos of the Walking Dead universe. Sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon with more videos of the Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected, every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies need a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.